Bearded Mojo. Yeah. Welcome back to Bearded Mojo's Avorion Let's Play series / tutorial series. This is episode 4. I can't believe we're already here. This is insane. We've done 4 episodes. This episode is mainly going to be dedicated to building the ship out more. I am going to be expanding the ship a lot. We do need to venture further into the galaxy. We're going to be searching for things like naonite and more titanium. We need to add shields to the ship, but to get there, we have to have a bulkier ship with higher processing power and other such amenities that'll keep us safe as we go deeper into the galaxy. Because as you go deeper, you'll encounter stronger and stronger ships. So it's always a better idea to stop, think about what your ship's doing, how it's underperforming, and maybe tweaking those. But I will talk a lot about expansion and my thought process / workflow as we do it. One thing you'll see in this video is me kind of tweaking aesthetics. If we have longer parts of the ship that are very uninteresting, I'll add pieces that are really non-functional. They serve no purpose except for just the looks. So if you're struggling with that, hopefully this video will help you out. So I've played a ton of building games over the years, and my style is I'll build something, I'll absolutely hate it, I'll delete it and rebuild it. And I've done that several times throughout, depending on whatever game I'm playing. I really enjoy Space Engineers, and that's like my building style in Space Engineers. I'll build something, I'll hate it, I'll delete it, and rebuild it. If that ever gets you down when you're playing a game that's kind of involves building, and you want to grow past the stage of functional and build geared towards aesthetics, one constant thing I try to tell myself is if I don't like the look of the ship, I'm not going to enjoy it. So there is an added functionality to it. So I hope if you come up into these struggles when you're playing these types of games, that this tutorial helps. This is for fighters, which we can't do yet. I'll hold off on those. And now that we're in a decent sector, I'm gonna do a build on this. We're gonna expand our ship. I'm gonna try to go through too and let you know the thought process of when you expand and kind of how you want to do that. So let's hit B for build. And what I think I'm gonna do, so let's delete these for first. So hold Shift X for mirror mode. Delete those. Delete these. I want to keep this, but I want to expand on our sides. I'm going to delete all this little work we've added. It's really nothing crazy. We're not losing a ton of work. And this is where we're going to expand out. What I think I want to do is I want to add some beefier engines here. We're going to kind of slope it in, and then we're going to extend the front of it again a little bit more. What we're trying to do, and I'm going to back out of this, we're going to get some wacky messages, but bear with me. So let's escape. We'll hit P. We'll look at this right here. So we can add another mod to our ship once we get 128 processing power added to our ship. Hit B to go back into build mode. We only have 60 right now, so we need to double this. Each part will give you a bonus benefit when you add things to it. So let's say we want to add this titanium generator to our ship, right? Let's slap that down right now. That gives us additional 64 processing power. So we already nearly hit what we need to do to get it if we just add these more power gen to our ships. It's going to cost us a pretty penny. And we're not going to do it. But that's one way to do it. I don't want that much generation on our ship yet. I think it is a good idea to add some. I would like to do it. Oh. Maybe do... Let's do the engines first, then we'll add those. I'm going to stick with the iron engines. And I'm going to only use the titanium for our armor and our processors and stuff. I want it a little smaller. This will stop right there. All right, so we know where it's going to stop. Let's add the titanium power gen now. And if you missed last episode, what I like to do with these is I always like to have roughly double the generated energy as I do the required energy. And we're going to add engines to this, so let's slap these on for now. We can always tweak what we need to do. I think we're going to want to add to our crew space too. Let's see what we got for crew space. 16, no, we might be good. I'm going to add a blank hull. I'm going to do half the size, so we'll slip this down to 1. And what might look neat is if we add a couple of smaller engines up top here. We're going to hold Shift Y to mirror on the bottom. So we'll have thrust here, and then we're going to add one more set here. So we'll get rid of the Y again. Maybe do something like that. That gives us a little wider area in the back. We can kind of play with this and make it kind of smooth out into the sides. But that looks neat, and that gives us a nice boost in acceleration. So I'm going to hold Control Z to undo what we just did. Our acceleration was 71. Hold Control Y, 112. So we boosted out a nice bunch with this. Same with these. Let's hit Shift Y again. We're going to hit Delete on this. We go to 92. So Control Z for undo the delete, and we're back up to the 112. Max velocity 316. So we've gained a bunch already with just doing this, as well as our power gen. So our gen is 3 times our energy. We could even add more engines to this, but I think for now we're gonna hold off. Our center of mass is still here, so we need to. I want to expand this out forward a little bit more. And I want to add some dedicated thrusters to the front of the ship. And if we look at our processing power, where are we at? We're at 92. Kind of keep that in mind. Field gen, we're good for now. Now I'm kind of debating on just replacing these with even more engines. I think it'll look kind of goofy, so I don't really want to do it. But I think what might be a good idea is maybe add energy containers. Get rid of the Y. Change this to 2x2. Processing power is up 16. Let's bump these up. Let's bump up the energy gen a bit more. Make it 4. Processing power 32. I'm going to slim that down. So we'll do something like this. Alright, so we're up to 100. We need 20 more. And I want to slope that in. So I'm trying to think of that as well. That is a generator too. So let's get rid of this. Let's delete that. We're going to put that back. So we'll hold down Shift X to get rid of that mirror. 2x2, and then we'll expand this out. Do a 2x2x8. We get a ton of generated energy. We're looking at 112 processing power. I think we might even want to upgrade these engines to titanium. We're going to do select tool, hold down control. I'm going to middle click all of these as I hold down control. It's going to select them all. We're going to keep titanium clicked, and we're just going to hit transform selected. Control Z. Control Y. So it looks like our velocity goes up a bunch. Required energy actually goes down. Processing power stays the same. I'm fine with that. Let's add some batteries to this now. Our integrity generator's still looking pretty good. We're at 2x2. Okay, we'll see how that looks. We're at 120. Whoops. Yeah, let's add one more battery to this. Hold on, Shift X, forget that. Processing power is already up there. So we made what we need, and now we can kind of skin this and make it look nice. What we may also want to do is we may want to add some cargo space to this. We don't have the R mining turret. So let's, you know what, let's hold off on that, but let's, I'm wondering maybe we should do some torpedoes. Might be a good opportunity to kind of teach you how to do that too. That'll give us 19. I might want to add it to the front though. I think we're getting too wide back there. That'll give us 20. We start skinning this out. I like the way this is turning out though. Alright, all we're going to do, I should hit Control X or whatever, but I'm just going to remove that. We're going to put our torpedo launchers. Now these, when they fire, they're going to, you can have them set to fire any direction you want them to. But they don't need to be insane. So we can kind of tuck them in here. And what's nice is they'll be safe in there. We're just going to need to leave a port open so that when we skin this up for armor, we ensure that that's open. Just the littlest bit so that the torpedoes can get out. But now we've got tons of torpedo storage. We've got 20 storage. We've got all of this coming in. And what this will allow us to do is this will allow us to skin the ship to still kind of look cool. And will allow further expansion up on the sides when we decide we want to add like regular cargo bay. We can kind of do it here like this. Maybe something like that. And that'll give us the shape we're still kind of looking for. It's a small cargo hold. I'm not going to add it yet. There's no reason for me to add it yet. Let's do a simple skin on it. And the way that we're building this is it'll allow for more expansion on the sides a little bit if we really wanted to, as well as you know, keep elongating it. But I want to do it in like little chunks. So think about when you're building your ships, you're always going to want to keep expanding them. And one little thing to note, shows that we're not enough mechanics because we've added more parts. So that's kind of why we wanted to do this in a safe sector that has a lot of different kinds of stations, so we can pick up specialized mechanics, keep our crew costs down as well. But we're gonna build modularly. We already expanded on our main ship, which already ended here. We're gonna expand it out here, so we'll skin it up a little differently. But what we're gonna ultimately do is we're gonna keep building forward, and we're going to expand these bits, but we want to keep it kind of looking different in each little section we add. So I think this is long enough for its own section. So we'll kind of keep this area plain and simple with enough of aesthetic so that it still looks cool, but when we add to it, it'll almost look, it'll be broken up for the eye, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, so we see the center of mass is kind of shifting forward. I'm going to skin it up a little bit. Actually, you know what I would like to do? I think I might do straight up directional thrusters. Right here. This might give an okay look. And at least that way they're far enough away from the center of mass where it'll give us a backwards shift left and right. You know what? We've got enough for the up and down too. Let's do the omnidirectional. A little too much. We can style around that so it won't look so, that's what I'm looking for, goofy. Let's skin this up a bit and then we'll throw some more on there. So we're going to use a bunch of titanium. That's why we got to make sure we have enough. And we're just going to skin some hull on there. Because this is a hull, there's going to be a lot of non-functional parts that will add to this to kind of make this ship look appealing to the eye. I'm not going to really go through this and narrate the whole thing. It's more of just, let's place this piece, we'll see how it looks. If it doesn't look right, we'll change it. A lot of my build style is trial and error. I don't go through a magic thought process of, bam, this will look great, bam, it's great. I feel like a lot of people go through that too, where they'll place it, it doesn't feel right, it doesn't look right, they remove it and kind of manipulate it until they're satisfied. So I don't think this needs a ton of narration. So we're going to speed this up. We're going to keep some of those sweet, soothing sounds of Avorion in the background. We'll let it flow, and we'll catch up with you at the end. Hope you enjoy it. And this wraps up the end of Avorion Let's Play Tutorial Series Episode 4. That's a lot. That's a lot to say. Tutorial Series Let's Play Episode 4. Avorion, yeah. So yeah, that brings us to the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like we made some good progress with our ship. We were able to make it a little bit beefier, a little bit more intimidating. We kept it kind of cool looking. I really don't like the front of the ship, so we will build that out and change the way that looks next episode. If you're new and you haven't subscribed already, and you like what you saw, you like what I'm putting out, it gives me encouragement to do more episodes, so hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you don't feel like subscribing. Maybe throw a comment in the section down below. Let me know what you disliked about the episode, because I wanna start fixing things that you guys don't like about the things I do. And if you feel like encouraging me, let me know what you did like. If you have any ideas for future episodes, or if you want to see me build something, or if you've got something like, hey Mojo, can you go into detail on how you did this? Throw it in this comment section as well. I'll gladly help out with that too. If you want to see more of me, and I know you do, I stream on Twitch Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time till about midnight Eastern Standard Time. I stream a lot of sandbox survival games, so if you like those styles of games, if you like this video and you want to check out more, check me out on Twitch. I'll leave a link in the description down below. I also tweet out on the Twitters, as the kids say. I've been more active, I've been pretty good at it, and it's just like my random day bumblings and thoughts. So if you like silly things, check that out as well. We also have a Discord, so if you're looking for a community to join, we've got a lot of good people. If you're looking for a place to share your builds, check out the Discord. I'll also try to link that down below too. So we will see you in episode 5 at Five, the 5th. We'll see you in that 5.0 episode. See you in the next episode, babies. Get a good night's sleep. Have a good day. Wherever the hell you're at in your day, enjoy it. Peace.